Mechanical engineering for BPSC lecture and JSSC Jharkhand Staff Selection Commission Junior Engineer. Objective practice. Objective practice. We start the practice of the total 2931 2931 question practice from all mechanical subjects like manufacturing, production, fluid mechanics and fluid machinery, thermodynamics, which includes 413 413 IC इंजन 225 पावर प्लांट इंजीनियरिंग 174 रेफ्रिजरेशन एंड एयर कंडीशनिंग 98 heat and mass transfer 47 strength of material 319 theory of machine 250 machine design 157 material science 117 and engineering mechanics 80 total questions. In the manufacturing total convert into 3 parts in where 12 parts in 6 parts we have total 46 parts. फर्स्ट में स्टार्ट करते हैं प्रोडक्शन. फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन द पर्पस ऑफ द चैप्टर इज आंसर करेक्ट आंसर इज सपोर्ट द कोर्स आंसर सी which is asked in SSC-JE 2007 2007 में ये SSC-JE में क्वेश्चन पूछा था. which purpose of chaplet is used for supporting the course. Second है the cheap advantage of the die casting is correct answer is high production rate are possible. Die casting the uniform sand hardness is obtained throughout the mold by which of the following molding machines. The uniform sand hardening is correct answer is D squeezing. The main advantage of the cell molding is that in cell molding high production rate are possible. Metallic products not used molds are stronger node section can be easily thin section can be easily obtained. Correct answer is D. The sand molding the bottommost part of the flux is called drag. Upper part is called cope and lower part is called drag, which is answer C drag. Question number 6. In order to ram the sand softer on the pattern face and harder at the back of the mold, which of the following molding machines are used in order to ram the sand? Correct answer is C squeezing. The taper provided on the pattern for its easy and clean withdrawal from the mold is called correct answer is draft allowances. Which of the following is not a casting process? Casting process not is extrusion process. Surface to be machined are marked on the pattern by the following colors. And correct answer is yellow. In order to facilitate the withdrawal of the pattern by provided the allowances are made. Correct answer is draft provided on the pattern. Which of the following is not a casting defect? Is decarburization. Cope is found refer to the top half of the molding box. Shrinkage allowances is made by adding to the external and internal dimensions. Hot tears are resulting of which of the following? Hot tears. Hot tears are resulting of the following: by restraint of the contractions. Which of the following is the not a foundry tool? Is arbor. Correct answer. The vertical passage for bring molten metal to cavity is called a sprue. The process of pouring molten metal into cavity of metal by gravity is known as the die casting. Kapla is the base suited for the which of type of materials? Ferrous metal. Permeability of foundry sand is porosity to the permit the escape of the gases. Permeability. The permeability is poor for coarse grain. Poor, sorry. Answer correct A. Fine grains. Question number 21. Metal patterns are used for large production rate. The binder used in the synthetic sand used for molding is bentoids and water. The the shape and size of the sand grain effect is following properly. Porosity. The cereals are added to the molding sand to improve the green strength. The plastic toys are usually produced by which of the following? Injection molding to improve the surface finish of the casting. For which of the following additives is used for molding sand? Resins. The non-uniform raming of molding sand may be lead to the following casting defects. Severe. Correct answer is B. An important factor to taken into account while designing a core point is molding sand characteristics. The casting defect which results in general engagement of casting is known as the casting defect which result in general engagement of casting is known as sevel. The process of removing unwanted material from the casting is the process of removing unwanted material fettling. Which of the following material is added to base base sand to import bonding strength? Beno, bentonite, night. One direction solidification in casting can be improved by using the chills and paddings. The process for making hollow casting desired thickness of permanent mounting without the use of core is centrifugal casting. The purpose of checklist to support the core answer. Correct answer A. The assumption made in the Fourier law is that the heat flow is a steady state and through the solid medium in a one direction. Correct answer is C. For steel casting, the following is better: coarse grain is better, and tears. Hot tears is a casting defects. Which of the following process would produce the best component is die casting. The sprue hole is operation in molding into the pouring molten metal Silk in foundry shop is used to slick make the repair the corner. Slick, S-L-I-C-K, S-L-I-C-K. Which of the following is not a casting process? Extrusion process. Fluidity is a greater influence by pouring temperature of molten metal. The hot chamber die casting methods is used at cast or alloy used for lead, tin and zinc. The ornaments are casted by slush casting. Facing sand used in foundry components of silica and clay. The mold for casting ferrous metal in the continuous casting process is made up of D. Copper, which is correct answer is C. Metal plates pattern is used in the match plates bench match plates is machine molding में यूज करते हैं. Which of the following is the non-chip removal process? Spinning on lathe. First product of the blast furnace process to convert the first process is pig iron. Question: raw material for iron and steel is pig iron. Which of the following casting defects are not a casting defect are decarburization? The chief advantage of die casting is the high production rate. Are possible the molding several patterns at a time. Which of the following combined pattern casting process is preferred in the parts having a required many details? Main advantage of the cell and molding is thin section can be easily produced. The strength and permeability of served sand are related to moisture content. The graphite mud are generally used for the continuous casting because self-lubricating properties. Noise level in the casting is generally more than 100 dB. Foundry crucible is made up of the graphite. Investment casting is also known as the hot investment with low casting and low patterning. Correct answer D. For the producing the quality part of the following casting methods normally employ production quality product is pressure die casting. In the helium arc welding, the electrode is made of tungsten. Which of the following welding process non-conjugable? TIG welding, resistant welding. The pressure is released after the weld cools. Oxygen acetylene ratio of oxidizing your 1.5 is to 1. The material used for coating the electrode is called flux. Which of the following welding process non-conjugable electrode? TIG. Which of the following not welding process? Not welding accessories as cables and the transformer used for the AC welding is step down, and which type of welding is pull for molten metal used? Which pull for melting metal are used? Answer: electrode slug And the plain and butt welding may be used for material up to approximately 25 mm thickness. In the arc welding, arc is created between the electrode and the work. Correct answer is by the flow current. Answer E. Thank you. Please subscribe my channels.